Hello and welcome to another tutorial. I don't think I should call this FreeBSD specific, because you can run this one because Crontab is existing on all Unix-like operating systems, and they should be a bit standard, and I'm not really sure if they are located in exactly the same way. So let's say that for now that this is FreeBSD specifics, but if you know how to make the time formats, you will be able to format the Crontab on all Unix operating systems. I mean Unix-like operating systems. Okay. So here I am logged in with a normal user, because I'm going to split up this one. You see, I'm Plex right now. So the cron tab contains of two different cron tabs. One is the global one. The other one is the user specific one. The global one has one is located under etc Crontab, and you edit it with the VI editor, or whatever you like, but I recommend that you should use the VI editor because it's a very good editor, that it's a standard following, arriving in all operating systems that are Unix-like. The difference with the global and user-specific one is that the global gives you the opportunity to select which user will run this command. So global can make user specific command schedule, and the other one is not edited in etc Crontab. The user specific one, the user one again, is not, you don't need to go that way, because you do Crontab E, and you will be able to edit it directly. However, the difference with Crontab E is that it's the user specific one, then you cannot select which user is doing the command. The global one, there you can select who is running the command. Alright, so I think we start with the user specific one first. I would like to make one line here, which will be run every minute. So it's simply, if you want to make one to run every 5 minutes, just add 5 of these asterisk stars, followed by the command. Now I'm going to make a bad practice to make aram and remove one of my own files, which will be named my file. I will explain what everything is in here. I just want to show how cron actually works first. So it's like this: the timestamps, which is every minute now, every day, every month, every year, every weekday, etc. Not every year, sorry, because you don't specify years. Then this is the command will be executed by me, Plex. Now I'm going to create my file. There you can see I have the file. So within 1 minute, the Crontab will run the command, and this one will be remote. While we are waiting for this, I'm going to explain a bit that the time format we're going to use can be a little bit pitfall if we are reading it wrong. It's easy to configure it wrong, of course, in the beginning, but I will put the information on the website, which is a very nice source to look at, so you will be able to see the different combinations, but it might take a few days before it's up on the website, because I have always, as usual, a lot of things to do, so I take it when I can. Alright, so now I think the file should be removed. Yeah, you see, the file is gone, and I was done in this directory. Now I'm going to clear my Crontab. Just remove this one so I don't have it there. Remember that this was a very bad practice to make a delete command, but it's just because I'm showing that how it functions and putting some simple examples here. Okay, let's roll with the root account. I want to show you first where in FreeBSD you can find the individual Crontab files. There you have them. So in var cron and tabs. Okay, I don't think we need to speak too much about this right now. So now we're going to get right into the thing and to fix the going to add a file here first. I'm adding a file named hello. Can be nice to have as an example later, but let's edit the Crontab. Here we have some stuff to fill out, and you could add these things also inside of the user file, which is this. For example, let's take a look at, you can see it's written shell here. This is the shell that Crontab will be using when it executes the command. Here is the environment variables. To speak a little bit quick, explain about what environment variables are, is that it's where the shell should be looking when you try to execute a command, because you don't specify the full command like /usr /local /bin /bash, for example, etc, etc, because you will the environment variables are the places where programs are located, so you just need to write the program name when to launching them. That's what more or less what environment variables are. Let's examine. Before I explain what these are, I think I would like to make one example and to explain and to change the time on them. So we go all the way down and we add a new one, which should look like this. The asterisk stars means every, like every minute, every hour, every day, etc. And let's take to remove the file again, but from the root account. Alright, so we can look here. This is a good helper. Here you see the minute, here you see the hour, and how minute is specified is like the 0 to 59, for example, and hours are in the format that is not like 12 a.m., 12 p.m. It's more like if it's during the day, 6 o'clock, it would be 18, like 18. If it would be 1 o'clock during the day, it would be 13. If it would be 1 o'clock in the night, it would be 01, for example. And let's say that, okay, so I'll continue to explain here. I mean, minutes, hours, M-day, think of it like month day. Like if it's if you put a 5 here, it means every day that is marked with 5 every month. Very simple. So we don't know exactly if it's Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Wednesday, etc. or Fridays or Saturdays. And the month. First month begins with number 1. The same for month day begins with number 1. The only exception is the month is like 1 is January, etc. and June would be 6. So it's going like a calendar logic. And then we have weekday. And this is where we have the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, blah, 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 etc, etc, etc. And so numbers, don't start with number 0, because think as number 1 is Monday and number 5 is Friday. One thing to think about is that number 7 and number 0, both of those numbers, so 0 and 7 are Sundays. Okay, let's get creative. And I think I was telling you that you can think like this. At what time will it happen? Who will do it? And what will be done? So let's I need to take a look in my notes here so I don't explain anything wrong here. Can be a little bit messy for me in the beginning also, but here will be the correct explanation. If we simply do like this, like adding 50 over here where there's minutes represented, it means that every hour, every day of course. So all the time, like every hour, for every hour, after every, so imagine like it begins a new hour. Let's say it begins like, if it's 1 o'clock in the day, it will wait until it reaches 50 minutes. Then it will happen. So it's 50 minutes after the current hour. And so if it's, for example, if it's 2 o'clock, like 14, it will be 14:50 will it happen. Very simple. Now we're going to make a common error. Let's say that we want to, let's say that we would like something to happen every hour. This is wrong. Remember this. I'm going to show you. Like if I want it to happen every, let's say at 8 o'clock in the morning. Now I think, okay, this will happen like 8 o'clock in the morning. Well, it will, but it's a little bit wrong formatted here. When we have the star over here, it means every minute. Remember this. So at 8 a.m., during the 8 a.m. hour, it will happen every minute during 8 a.m. To get it like that it will happen exactly at 8 a.m., we need to do like this. We shouldn't have a star over there, like the exterior one. We need to have a 0. Alright, now it's correct. Now it will happen at 8 a.m. Let's say that we want to make it happen at a specific minute. Sure, just change this one. If you want to make it happen at 8 o'clock, but let's say we want to have it at exactly 10 minutes and at 50 minutes. It's very simple. So first 10 minutes, and then if you want to add another exact time, like 50 minutes, just make a comma separation. Now we have that at 8 o'clock a.m. in the morning, it's going to be run at when the minute is arriving 10, it's going to execute the command over here by rote, and at that hour when it reaches 50, it will happen also at 8 hour. At 50 minutes at 8 in the morning. Let's say we want to add that we want it to happen between 8. If I want to add more numbers, I do exactly like you did in minutes. Put a comma like this. Oops, like this. I want it to happen at 8 a.m. and 10 a.m. Sure, just like this. If I want it to happen between 8 a.m. and 10 a.m., you do like this. Very simple, put a binding there. So now you see how the pattern is followed. Can be a bit confusing in the beginning, but I will write it down on the home page to keep the patterns there, and then you can just look at it and see, it's not so it's not so easy. I almost said it's not so hard. It's just to do like this. And let's make it a little bit more simple. I remove, so it's like this. Now it means that at 8 a.m., at 9 a.m., at 10 a.m., so 8, 9 and 10, this will happen 3 times every hour between 8 and 10. So we could do some more fun like this. Let's remove this one. Let's make, oops, I need to go back one step and remove this one. Okay, now it's correct. So let's say that I want something to happen for every 5 minutes. So you do like this simply. Oops. Going to undo this one, go here. Okay. Every 5th minute would be like this. An asterisk /5. This will happen like for every 5 minutes. If you want it to happen every 15 minutes, it would be like this. So it's a big difference. Like If you make only 15, it will happen exactly when the minute is reaching 15, but this is for each 15 minutes. Okay, so I think this was explaining it very good there. Let's do like this. Should we say that I want something to happen at... Can take one that it's really cool. I'm beginning to sound like if I'm an enthusiasm of time. Really, I like time. Let's say 50. And let's say... oops, messing around. And let's say that there I want to have... I was writing one thing wrong here. But let's do like this, 8 to 18 means... going to change the minutes because I wanted to have 50. And we want like... if I put this, leave this blank here and I leave this blank over here. And I want to do like this. I put, for example, like this. This means for that it will happen in a range of hours, like 8 to 18, which is 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Sorry, I was thinking there because I need to convert the times in my mind. I don't use p.m. and a.m. in Sweden. After, for example, if it arrives 8 a.m., so after that 8 a.m., 15 minutes after, and this is the time, so it's like 8:50, 9:50, 10:50 up to 18:50. And here is the interesting thing over here. This is the weekday. Number 1 was Monday. So every Monday between this time range, it's going to happen this command. And let's say I want also to have Sunday. You simply do like this. If yeah, that's how we do it. So, oh sorry, now it's every weekday. I mean like this. Now it's Monday and Sunday. That's the difference. So what more example we can do? We can do like this. I'm going to put this will look very messy now, but I explain. Let's put the number 1, no, number 5, 4 can take, and we take can take number 15. This will mean like this. Between the hour range of 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., for every of this hour, when it arrives to 50 minutes, so 8:50, 9:50, 10:50, 11:15, 12:15, etc. And it will happen on these month days. Whoops, sorry, I made an error now. It was not, I didn't write in the month days. This was the month, so I think this was not what I wanted. I apologize. I wanted it to be over here. Like 4, 5 can take, and 15. Now it's what I wanted to have. So every month, when it arrives to the month day 5 and 15 in the calendar, and this is going to happen at between this time range, like 8:50, 9:50, 10:50, 11:50. But here's something interesting. When we put the weekdays, it means that if it will happen also every Monday, every Sunday. So these days in the calendar for sure, granted, this will happen, granted for sure. But also these ones is a schedule like Monday and Sundays. And the month is very simple, it's the same pattern, like 1 is January, etc. So I don't think I need to cover more of this here because it will be easier. Now I explain the pattern, and if you want to look how to combine different patterns, I will add it to the website a bit later. I think I put it under the FreeBSD category. So before I stop the video here, I think I would like to add some extra things if you are a little bit newer to the Unix world. If you want to automate to make like more use of Crontab, you should begin to look at shell scripting. Shell scripting brings the possibility for adding commands in a following series, for example, like if we want the system to enter a system path, go there, copy a file over there, the next step it's going to remove one file, the next step it's going to check the IP address, the next step it's going to check the date, etc, etc, etc. We can make a script of that, which means that everything is going to happen from this script, so we just can use one command to launch the script and it will be executed. I'm going to make tutorials of how to make some shell scripting. They won't be in expert level, but they will be a little bit in beginner level and a little bit higher, and they will explain in creative ways how you can use them. Because believe it or not, even if you don't make advanced shell scripting, very little shell scripting can save you so much time. For example, if you want to add users to a system, you can make a shell script for adding all the users. If you want to create all the directories, you can make a shell script for that also. So that's what's very good in Unix-like system, which seems like the Windows user has been missing totally. I don't blame them. I mean just that Unix system has these opportunities which are fantastic, and we cannot say no to them because they are completely logic and how they should be. Alright, so I hope my Crontab tutorial was clear and explaining things in an easy way. It could be a little bit messy with the time stampings, but remember that the time format is written like in normal timestamps, like 08, 09 or 9, 10, etc., 13 and things like that. And also it was easy to make some errors, like forgetting to put a 0 in the beginning on the minutes, or else it would be like, it would be an asterisk there. Like I showed you, it would be every minute between a time range instead of just being executed once. So if you have a shell script that will be launched that takes a lot of time, it will be a little bit catastrophic and would consume a lot of time. Alright, I will add more tutorials forward. I guess I will be adding backups and how to make automated backups. How to make some Python scripting, some shell scripting and things like that. I'm just going to try to put them in a logic order. Oh, I almost forgot one thing before I finish this tutorial. If you do like this, an @ followed by the command, like if I want to do the command, let's say ifconfig, like an example, it means that it will be a daily schedule. This can be a little bit difficult to read because it's easy for humans to miss this little @. If you do like this, I would prefer you put a timestamp instead, but this can be nice. @reboot, it means, oops, like that. I'm just going to make a nice tab. Okay. @reboot means that when machine has been rebooted, this is going to happen. I didn't try it out myself, but I was reading that it should be like that, so I believed it was like that. Didn't try it, but if something is, yeah, it should work, I guess. I will try it out later. If it doesn't, I will change it in the tutorial later. Okay, hope you guys enjoyed it. Just save this file and everything will be automated. A schedule, I mean. Okay, take care.